So hello students, welcome back to the next class. So in today's class, we will study the remaining pressure control valves. So those are counterbalance valve and unloading valve. So along with that, we will classify what are different flow control valves. So let's move on to counterbalance valve. First, we will go through the working principle of this counterbalance valve. The figure which is shown to you is a simple hydraulic circuit wherein a counterbalance valve is used. The main working principle of this counterbalance valve is same as that of pressure relief valve. But this type of counterbalance valve is used to create a back pressure in hydraulic circuits. So the main application of this counterbalance valve is to counterbalance a weight or external force or a cylindrical load which is falling down under gravity force, as you can see in the piston cylinder arrangement here. These types of valves are mainly a closed valves, as that was in case of pressure reducing valve are normally open type of valves. Here these counterbalance valves are normally closed types of valve. So pressure setting of this counterbalance valve is 1.3 times that of load pressure. So the figure shown to you to explain about the working principle of working of this counterbalance valve is a double acting cylinder circuit in which a load is vertical. It can run away while being lowered under the influence of gravity. In such a situation, the load itself may get damaged, or it may even cause damage to the other parts such as cylinder. In order to overcome this problem, this valve V2, which is counterbalance valve, is used. So this V2 is nothing but similar to the pressure relief valve, but the pressure setting of this valve is more by 30%, more than that of cylinder load pressure by 30%. Thus under normal static conditions, V2 will remain closed. That is when under static conditions, when your system is not running, so V2 will remain closed. So the load will be held in position. So now when the load has to be retracted, the full line pressure is applied through valve V1, that is through directional valve V1 from this direction. Due to this increased in pressure, valve V2 will open and allows the load to lower and the fluid flows to the tank. When the load has to be raised, this counterbalance valve will be bypassed with the help of the check valve V3, and the fluid enters the lower side of the piston to raise the load. This is how the counterbalance valve is used. Now let's go through counterbalance valve by taking a similar example but of different kind. So as you know, this counterbalance valve is used to maintain the control of a vertical cylinder in order to prevent it from descending due to gravity. The primary port of the valve is connected to the lower cylinder port, while the secondary port is connected to the direction control valve. The pressure setting of the counterbalance valve is slightly higher than the pressure necessary to prevent the load from falling. As I told you, it is how much, around 30% more than the pressure necessary to prevent the load from falling. So this is the symbol used to represent counterbalance valve, showing even the check valve. When the pump flow is directed through the direction control valves to the top of the cylinder piston is pushed downward. Due to this, pressure at the primary port increases to raise the spool so that it should not fall under gravity by opening the counterbalance valve. Hence, oil flows through the secondary port to the direction control valves and back to the tank. So now we'll move on to the next type of pressure control valve, that is unloading valve. A simple circuit of how unloading valve is used is shown to you. The working principle of unloading valve is same as that of pressure relief valve. Even for counterbalance valve it was same, even here it is same, but here the unloading valve mainly operates by external electrical signal. As you can see here, external electrical signal to operate and close the unloading valve. So generally speaking, so these unloading valve is used in addition to the usual pressure relief valve in a hydraulic circuit. In many hydraulic systems, the hydraulic pump is kept running continuously. It is not advisable to switch the pump on and off frequently to meet the load requirements of the hydraulic system. Such frequent on-off of the pump will result in shock loads and damage to the parts of a hydraulic system such as pump, motor and mechanical couplings. Because of this, there will be reduction in life of the system. So if the pump is kept continuously on, so in no load conditions, so pressure relief valve will be opened and high pressure oil will be collected back to the hydraulic tank. But this will result in power loss and increasing of the oil temperature as the wasted energy is converted into heat. As we know, power is given by pressure into flow. So from this equation, what will come to know that if pressure increases, power also will increase. If in order to reduce the power, that is in order to reduce the power loss in the system in no load conditions, you have to reduce the pressure. So in order to reduce the power loss during no load conditions, we have to reduce the pressure loss. So this reduction is achieved by using unloading valve. A pressure unloading valve unloads the fluid energy at a lower pressure so that pump will not be damaged when running at no load conditions. That is when your system is not doing any operation and the pump is continuously running. So during this period, unloading valve will be very helpful, that is no load conditions. So pressure Unloading valve unloads the fluid energy at lower pressure so that the pump will not be damaged when running at no load condition. Now let's see the working procedure of this unloading valve. A fluid circuit is as shown, showing both the pressure relief valve and unloading valve. So pressure relief valve is a valve V1 and unloading valve is valve V2. When the valve V1, that is the normal pressure relief valve, which operates only when fluid pressure exceeds the system pressure. So it will operate only when your fluid pressure exceeds the system pressure. If it exceeds, valve V1 will open and the fluid will flow through valve V1 and back to the tank. Now the valve V2 is the unloading valve that is opened by a remote signal, that is through electrical signal as shown here, whenever the system is not being utilized, that is during no load condition. Okay? But the pump is kept on. Remember this, pump will be on during no load conditions, but the system pressure which is supplied through the pump will not be utilized. So during such case, the unloading valve is used, and this unloading valve will be opened with the help of a remote signal, that is electrical signal. So when the full flow of the pump is returned to the tank at lower pressure with minimum loss of energy. So if you use unloading valve during no load conditions, the loss of energy will be reduced. So this figure shows you a pump unloading circuit showing a piston cylinder arrangement, a direction control valve and a unloading valve. So there is no pressure relief valve. So operation, as I told you in the previous slide. So what is the purpose of unloading valve? You can see here. Now this pump is continuously running, but the flow is not towards the actual operation, that is to operate the piston cylinder for extension and retraction. So during such case, unloading valve is used in order to reduce the loss of pressure. So this unloading valve will be actuated with the help of a remote signal from the external source. If a pressure relief valve is present here after this unloading valve, if the system pressure exceeds, your pressure relief valve will open and the hydraulic fluid will flow back to the tank. So during low load condition, in order to reduce the loss of power, so this unloading valve is used. So this is the symbol which is used for unloading valve. So next are flow control valves. So what is the function of flow control valve? So these flow control valves are mainly used to control the speed of the hydraulic actuators such as cylinders or motors. How actually the speed is controlled for hydraulic circuits using flow control valves? That is by varying the cross section of the opening restriction which is used in the flow control valves, thereby varying the flow rate. So your flow control valves are mainly used to control the speed as well as the flow rate of a hydraulic fluid into the hydraulic system. what are the different types of flow control valves which are used? So flow control valves are a globe valve, gate valve, ball valve, needle valve, and butterfly valve. So in detail regarding these flow control valves, we will study it in the next class. Okay, thank you.